Whether you've planned time off or not, our next guest says there are still opportunities to travel and make some real memories. And here to help you get real about travel is Kristen Hewitt, columnist and mother of two. All right, school's starting and fall's going to be here soon. So tell me what you mean by getting real about travel.
A real traveler is someone who represents the millions of Americans who are largely traveling for business or for family rather than leisure. And you know, real travelers really embrace their trips. They take everything with a positive attitude and a sense of humor. And what I found, as busy as I am with work and with family, we're able to turn our obligatory travel into obligations and make the most of our real travel moments.
Did you just make up a word? What is obligation?
I didn't make up a word. It's super clever though, right? I love it. An obligation is an obligatory trip you have to take for work or family or for business, for business commitments. And the Hampton by Hilton's Real Travel campaign is encouraging people to make the most of their obligations. You know, Curtis, in a recent study found that Americans go on 1.3 million business trips every day, but only 55% of Americans took all of their vacation days last year because they feared they were getting behind at work. So now with summer ending and school starting, people are traveling largely for business or for family or their kids' sports teams rather than going on those extravagant vacations for just leisure.
All right, so how about some of your best tips for planning a memorable getaway?
You know, I always say start by researching the destination and where you're going. You want to find something fun to do. We recently went to my niece's graduation, high school graduation in Arizona. So we brought the kids along and we went to Sedona and the Grand Canyon, and we really tried to make the most of it. I always tell people too to carve out some me time. When you have to go on these work obligations, take a couple of days before your trip or after your trip to have some fun. And if you're still not sure what to do, you can always ask your hotel staff. The staff at Hampton by Hilton is always super friendly, and they have tons of suggestions.
All right, and so family vacations are tough to find the time to get enough of them. So how do you make the most of the family vacation you do get?
You know, that's a good point. You know, nowadays most households have dual incomes, so it's hard to find time for those family vacations, but nothing makes an obligation feel more like an obligation, like bringing your family along. And, you know, when you're with your kids, you need a great place to stay. That's why we always choose the Hampton by Hilton, because they have those little touches that everyone loves. They have the complimentary breakfast that my kids are obsessed with, those fluffy waffles, and they have the signature beds and the free Wi-Fi that me and my husband like. So when you're traveling with kids, you want to make sure you get the most value out of your obligation.
All right, real quick, one of the things about traveling I love is actually the uncertainty and when things you just have to kind of go with the flow. But how do we get people to embrace those imperfect moments?
You know, I love that you said that because I love it too. But just like in life, you have to expect the unexpected, right? There's always going to be those real travel moments, flight delays, your kids saying, "Are we there yet?" a million times on your road trip. But one variable you never want to leave to chance is a great place to stay. And Hampton by Hilton has more than 2,500 properties globally. They're everywhere you want to go, wherever your real travel plans might take you.
All right, let's finish up with telling our viewers how they can get all this in one spot.
Yeah, follow the conversation on social media using #RealTravel, or you can book direct next for your next trip on Hampton.com.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Thanks, Curtis.
And we'd like to thank Hampton by Hilton for making that segment possible.